Hello, welcome back to Around the Minor League. This is your 2026 season preview for the San Diego Padres. Can you stop with them? Jeez. Break the listeners' ears then, why don't you?
I can edit it.
Okay. Padres, your MLB team is absolutely they're solid. They're just it sucks that they're in a league that's got a team like the Dodgers. Okay, can you stop with all the movement over there, please?
I could hear your mic the last 2 episodes.
Could you stop, please? Thank you. Okay.
Whatever.
I would like to start this podcast off by presenting a question to you, sir. If you could play in professional baseball, what position would you want to play?
Catcher.
And why? Catcher? Why?
Because my knee's already killing me.
Okay. Godly. If you can, okay, you guys have listened to us for a few months now. You've heard how much he complains. Imagine having to have dealt with this for 20 years. It has not gotten any better since I met this dude.
You do the same thing.
I have a reason to complain about my knee, considering the fact that it's rebuilt, sir. So thank you.
And I suffer from a genetic condition. We're on the same level.
Way to make me feel like a piece of crap, sir. Congratulations. But you're going with catcher. That's your choice?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going with closer.
I thought you'd say the outfielder.
I'm not. I'm going with closer. Name me one other player that comes in and has one job and pitches one inning. Okay. They only play one inning of the entire game. Not even a full inning to say that. Okay. Because they don't hit anymore. Have you seen Mason Miller's walk-in?
Yes,
this year?
and it's still not the best one.
Actively in baseball, it's not the best one.
Nope.
Are you going to say Diaz for the Dodgers?
Yep.
You're so wrong.
Nope.
Are you kidding me? I saw this the other night. I saw this walk out the other night, and I just thought in my head, I was like, inject this in my veins. It is so good with corn in the background. It was like, it was so good. As he's walking in, the lights are doing their little dance. By the way, can we not do that for everybody? Why does it just have to be the closer that gets the cool lights? I loved it. It was so good. Mason, keep doing your thing. You're absolutely lighting it up. But this was absolutely fantastic. I loved it. It was incredible.
You were going on some weird rants these past episodes.
You just let me talk, please. Thank you. All right. Let's go into the teams breakdown, and then we're gonna go into the teams breakdowns now. Okay. Single A for the San Diego Padres is the Lake Insorn Storms that play in. Hold on. I made a mistake. Give me a second. I'll go back to it. Nope, that's not right. There we go. They play actually pretty close to the MLB team, believe it or not. Let me look. They play in like right outside Los Angeles in I believe it would be like Lake Insorn area, Marietta area, California, close to Long Beach. They play at the Diamond. What a name for a baseball stadium. In the California League, they had a record last year of 56 and 76. Moving into High A, we have the Fort Wayne Tin Caps. I feel like this is starting to become a staple logo for minor league baseball. Would you agree?
What, the apple with the pan on its head?
Yes.
Yeah.
They play at Parkview Field in Fort Wayne, Indiana. They play in the Midwest League, obviously. They had a record last year of 56 and 75. Double A team, The San Antonio Missions, they play in San Antonio, Texas at Nelson W. Wolf Municipal Stadium. Hate that. They play in the
Imagine
Texas
being the
League. They had a
PA
record.
announcer.
I know. Welcome to Nelson W. Wolf Municipal Stadium. I could be an announcer. I'm going to put my hat in for stadium announcers, but okay.
Last episode it was manager. This episode it's announcer. What's next?
If I get to announce, if I get it to announce Mason Miller, yes, I'll do it. They play in the Texas League. They had a record last year of 65-72. I will say this: they do a great job of incorporating San Antonio meaningness because the A looks like the Alamo, which is so dope. Love that.
Their logo is literally the Alamo.
Well, it's just the SA logo. Then we move to AAA, which is the El Paso Chihuahuas in El Paso, Texas, at Southwest University Park. They play in the Pacific Coast League. They had a record last year of 81-68 and missed the playoffs, believe it or not. So,
I was just confused because you had El Paso, California.
Would you like to lead us off on the players, sir?
Sure, why not? You give me the hard one.
Do you want me to lead us off then?
No.
I can do it. I don't mind.
No.
Okay.
Number one on our list is Cruz Schoolcraft. He's a left-handed pitcher. He was drafted. He's a first-round
draft
pick.
This year, 2025.
Yeah. He was the 25th pick. He has had one start this last year. He was 0-0, 10.8 ERA, 1 2/3 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts, 167 average, and a 240 whip.
So Schoolcraft is the only player in the entire Padres organization that's in the top 100 MILB list. This was a kid that was drafted out of high school. He actually reclassified to make the 2025 draft, so he should be a 2026 draft selection, to be honest with you. Fastball sits in the high 90s. Which, I mean, geez, could you imagine you got history class with your least favorite teacher, and then you go that afternoon on a Thursday afternoon, you got to face 99 on the mound? Hate that for you. He's got a changeup in the upper 80s and a slider in the low 80s. He's got an athletic delivery, can help him bring strikes. I think the thing for him is that he can pitch, but I mean, find a fourth, or either you figure out a way to become another position player. Does that make sense? Like, make the change over somewhere else. You know what I mean? Which he was a two-way player in high school. Now he's focusing on pitching. If the pitching doesn't work out and you can't throw better than, I know he had one outing with 10 ERA, then make the swap over to another position. But this dude, I think this is a guy that, you know, we have to let the year develop to figure out how good he's actually going to be. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay. Go to number 2 on our list.
That's you.
Oh, that is me. My cheat. My lord, I'm off tonight. We're going to Miguel Mendez, a right-handed pitcher for the Padres organization. Last year, he pitched between Single A, High A, and Double A. He had an 8-7 record with a 3.22 ERA, over 95 innings, 118 strikeouts, an average against him of 209. and a whip of 122. He was signed in 2021 out of the Dominican Republic. His four seam sits in the high 90s, sliders in the mid 80s, which is a absolute killer combo because the slider tunnels very well with the fastball. His changeup's in the upper 80s, which does have enough which has enough velo separation between the fastball and the changeup so that it can move and get a little bit of whiff. The big thing last year was he cut his walk rate down, and the thing for him is, can he remain a starter? I think that's the biggest question: is can he still be able to can he still fill the starter role, or does he need to make that move to the bullpen and become a bullpen guy to make it to the majors?
Number 3 on our list is Cash Mayfield. He was a 2024 first round draft pick. Last year, he spent all last year in single A, had a record of 1-5. Here's the crazy thing though. His ERA was only 2.97.
Means he had absolutely no help in the defensive aspect.
Yeah. 16 2/3 innings pitched, 88 strikeouts, a 207 average, and a 1.22 whip. So the dude's got the stuff. He was the Gatorade Oklahoma Player of the Year in 2023 and 2024. So the dude's
You can be the greatest pitcher in the world, and this is shown proof right now actively with the Pirates. You can have the greatest pitcher in the world on your team, and you can still lose games.
Yeah.
So, fastball, he's got sits in the low 90s, changeups in the low 80s, and his slider is in the upper 70s. It's more of a slurve than a straightaway slider. He needs to lower the walk rate. The walk rate was kind of ridiculous last year. Needs to get that down more. And he needs to expand the zone and needs to use that slider more to get guys to chase on the outside a little bit to get that zone extended. If he can keep his velocity and stay healthy, he's got a ceiling of being a mid-rotation guy for the major league team. Moving to number 5 on our list, we have Humberto Cruz, a right-handed pitcher in the Padres organization. He had an 0-7 record last year with a 7.58 ERA over 14 starts between rookie ball and single A. He only had 38 innings pitched with 35 strikeouts, an average against him of 2.77 and a whip of 1.53. Why he is so high on our list with that high of an ERA, he's very young. He's only 19. He did have a UCL issue. He had a surgery last year in 2025. So I do not think that those numbers are indicative of how he actually pitches. Does that make sense? I don't think that is what to expect from him. Fastball sits in the mid 90s. He's got movement. The thing about him right now is I really think you're going to see what he really is like now this year after having surgery. And I think that's the big thing is how can he produce this year? I think he played through injury last year, and I think they forced him to have the surgery, which he should have had the surgery anyways. But I think this is the year that you set the tone for what is actually to be expected of you with Mr. Cruz.
Number 5 on our list is Bradley Rodriguez. He split last year between AA, AAA, and also had 7 games in the majors. His time in AAA last year, he was 6-0 with a 3.19 ERA. He did also have 5 saves. That's through 36 and 2/3 innings, 39 strikeouts, a 183 average, and a 109 whip. Last year in the majors, he was 1-0 with a 1.17 ERA, 7 and 2/3 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, a 160 average, and a .91 whip. He has made 1 appearance in the majors this year. He went 2 innings with 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, Rodriguez is really, I mean, this dude is incredible. Um, he is finding his role as a bullpen guy to a T. He's got a fastball that can touch triple digits. His four seam and sinker sit in the high 90s. And that tunnel movement between the sinker and the four seam make one heck of a 1-2 combo. But his changeup's even better than those 2 pitches. It's in the upper 80s and it just falls. His slider sits in the upper 80s. That's deadly against right-handed hitters. I mean, this dude is just he can be a star. If he gets on another team, I do not see why this guy I don't see why this guy couldn't become a closer. I think any other team that doesn't have Mason Miller on the team, he's your closer, in all honesty.
Oh, definitely.
Moving to number 6 on our list, we have Jorge Quintana. Last year, he split time between rookie ball and single A. He had a average of 243. He's a shortstop, my bad. He's a shortstop in the Padres organization. He had an average of 243, an on-base percentage of 339, a slugging of 363. He had 4 home runs, 28 RBIs, and 26 stolen bases. An interesting stat is he had 84 strikeouts and 284 at-bats. He's a switch hitter, believe it or not, and has crazy speed with his bat that creates loud contact and a large exit velo. And more pop will be coming the stronger he gets. He saw more time at third base in last year than shortstop, and I think that's where he needs to stay. I think that's his fallback point, and that's a solid fallback point. He's so young. I mean, he's 18. He was traded to the Padres for Nestor Cortez. I take that back. He was sent to the Padres for Brandon Lockridge, that's now with Milwaukee. But he's a teenager and he has so much time to develop. And honestly, this dude has the potential. Like he's one to watch. Like he's one that if I'm a Padres fan, I'm excited for.
Oh, no, definitely. Definitely. Number 7 on our list is Ty Harvey. Played last year in single A. Had a 174 average, 367 on base percentage, 174 slugging, no home runs, 1 RBI, and no stolen bases. He is a catcher, so the no stolen bases is obvious. Biggest thing for him is just lowering his strikeout rate.
Yeah.
I mean, he had 23 at bats and 12 strikeouts.
Yeah. But you got to remember, this is a kid that was drafted straight out of high school. He was committed to Florida State. he's getting comparisons to people like Tyler Stevenson, the catcher for the Reds, and names being thrown into him as well as Harry Ford, the catcher for the Nationals organization. I think this is another guy that this is the year to see if he can actually play like this is a year to see what he can do with a full season. And his catching ability is incredible. Um, just needs to do some cleaning up a little bit on the edge. His arm is incredible behind the plate. And this dude can receive and has hands like nobody else. Um, but he is one that is to be looked out for. So moving to number 8 on our list, it is Ryan Weidman, outfield in the Padres organization. He is a third-round draft pick in the 2025 draft. Last year, he had 26 games with single A. He had a 229 average, a 330 on base percentage, a 270 slugging percentage, no home runs, 12 RBIs, and 11 stolen bases. These numbers come off of him playing a full season as well. At a full college season at or hold on, let me see. At Western Kentucky. He was actually Conference USA Player of the Year in 2025. During that time at Western Kentucky last year, he had 36 extra base hits and 45 steals in 60 games. He's the first Division I player to ever have a 35-45 season in extra base hits and steals. So, I mean, he's athletic as crap. He's got speed that nobody can match. And he has power tremendously from that right side of the plate. He can play anywhere in the outfield. His arm, the Padres keep him in center field, but he can be anywhere. I think just tuning up, finding out how to play professional baseball, this could be a guy that could be a future big name for the Padres organization.
Number 10 on our list is Ethan Salas. He's a catcher.
Actually, we're at 9.
Oh, we are at 9.
Yeah.
Golly. Thing threw me off. Number 9 on our list is Cale Fountain. He is a first base, third baseman. He's a 2024 fifth round draft pick. Last year, he split between rookie ball and single A. Had a 226 average, 346 on base percentage, 309 slugging, 3 home runs, 34 RBIs, and 21 stolen bases. Biggest thing with him is
Injuries.
yes.
Biggest thing for him is his injuries. His season was cut short last year. In 2025, he actually had to have Tommy John surgery because he was a two-way player in Nebraska. He's also an LSU commit at the time of him being drafted by the Padres, and if you're playing in Nebraska and you get committed to LSU, you're pretty good. But his first season, he had Tommy John in the fall, and then hamstring and knee injuries in his first season kept him back a little bit too. He only played 65 games last year, split between Single A and the Arizona Complex League. The injuries are killing him. If he can stay healthy, I think that's where you start seeing can he play professional baseball? I think that's the big thing for him. If you can be consistent, can you if you can be healthy, and we'll see where you go. That's his situation. I think he's a better fit at first base than he is third base, especially with how many injuries that he's had. Kind of has him have a slow first step, to be honest with you. Number 10 on our list. This is a guy that you feel bad for. But with all the talk that came in with him coming into professional baseball, and that's Ethan Salas. 2023 signing with the Padres. He's a catcher. Um, he only played in 10 games last year in Double-A. He had a 188 average, a 325 on base percentage, and a 219 slugging with only 5 RBIs and 2 stolen bases. Every year that he's played, his numbers have gone down. He had a stress reaction in in his back, which caused him to miss the rest of the season last year. Like I said, he was signed in 2023 out of the international pool. He's only going to be 19 years old when the season starts this year. I don't think it's time to call him a bust, but if something doesn't happen, he's going to be a bust. He's going to be a bust. I think he needs to reestablish himself and show that he is who the Padres thought he was whenever they signed him back in 2023. So, I have one guy I'd like to mention, if you don't mind, really quick.
Do it.
This guy could have made our top 10 list after the year he had last year. He's progressively getting better. And that's Garrett Hawkins, the right-handed pitcher for the Padres organization. He had a 9-1 record last year with a 1.50 ERA. He only had 60 inning pitch with 80 strikeouts, a 138 average against him, and a WHIP of 0.85. This year alone, he's got one appearance with 1 inning and 1 strikeout. Stick him in your bullpen tomorrow. He's 26 years old. The injury, the father time's against him, to be honest with you, when it comes to being a prospect. Father time's against him. But I do believe that at some point this year, with how good his heater is, which sits in the mid 90s, and he has a sweeper that sits in the low 80s. His changeup's there, but it's not really his best pitch. But this guy needs to work on that slider. If he can get that slider working, I don't see why San Diego, if he can get that slider working today, San Diego can put him in the bullpen in the major leagues tomorrow. But this is a guy that if he makes that MLB team, strap in, because he's going to be raring to go. In my opinion, there's nothing better than a guy that spent time in the minors because he's hungry and he wants it more than anybody else to stay there in the major leagues. So, well, that is our 2026 preview for the San Diego Padres. Find us on Instagram at Around the Minor League. There you'll find the links to our Apple, our Spotify, and our YouTube. Go ahead and give us a follow on whichever one you listen to us on. And shoot us a DM if you have any questions or you want us to talk about something on the podcast. You guys have a good rest of your day.